Picture this, you're minding your own business, just existing, when suddenly the world glitches, time slows, sound fades, your heartbeat punches the volume knob, and there, across the room, across the street, across the universe, someone appears and your entire biology throws a surprise party you didn't approve. Your pupils widen, your breath freezes. Your brain fires off alarms like, hey, pay attention, this one matters.
Do I know him from somewhere? He looks so familiar.
Have we met somewhere before? I feel like I know you.
Some call it love at first sight. Others call it delusion, wearing a very nice outfit. But beneath the poetry and the chaos, something ancient is waking up. Something wired into you long before civilization, smartphones, or dating apps ever existed. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain. Not to kill the magic, but to reveal the science humming underneath it. This is Chill Intellect.
Welcome to Chill Intellect. You're in the right place if you want to master the art of relationships and life. The advice you'll find here is a powerful blend of professional psychology, science, spiritual insight, wisdom, and real stories from people just like you. We find the sweet spot that actually works. This is Chill Intellect.
How can you claim it's love when science tells us it's merely a cocktail of hormones, a biological trick?
Hi, I'm Chill. Let's put love at first sight on trial. When people say they fell in love instantly, they're describing a very fast, very strong emotional surge of full love, or is it the beginning of a process that could become love? Perhaps it's your brain tapping your shoulder saying, hey, this person might be important to you. Pay attention. That first moment feels special and personal, or perhaps it's something your mind and body do automatically. I asked Charisse in Intellect to help us understand what happens to person in this situation from a psychological and biological perspective.
Hi, I'm Charisse. So let's talk about what's going on inside your head. Your brain is always at work scanning people, matching and denying, scanning for danger or safety, picking up on people's looks and actions. When something unusual or unique is spotted in a way that attracts something within you, your brain sends an emotional alert notice. Chemical hormones are released into your body like a psychoactive drug moving through someone, starting from the brain dropping at light speed to the rest of your body. First up is dopamine, your brain's hype man screaming, yes, they're amazing. It's a hard dose of energy.
Oh my God, look at him. Wow, he is fine. Go talk to him. Yeah, you should.
Hi, I'm Intellect. Soon after comes another release. This time it's Norepinephrine, which makes you alert like an overdose of caffeine saying, look, and you find yourself laser focused on that one person. That release of norepinephrine after already having dopamine in your system creates the panic button. This chemical turns you into a nervous squirrel. Your heart starts racing and the palms of your hands start to sweat. At this point, you find yourself struggling just to walk and talk like a normal human being. Externally, you try to look cool while internally you are malfunctioning. Later, after a bit of conversation, comes the final drug, a dose of oxytocin. It's that warm, fuzzy hormone whispering, I like this. A tiny drop at first, but enough to make the moment feel strangely warm or familiar. You might be thinking to yourself or say it out loud, I've never seen you before, but I feel like we've shared a childhood or we've met before. It's basically a mini chemical rave happening in your head. A high that makes you grasp the possibilities of something wonderful blossoming like a spark. That spark means something. This reaction is pre-installed organic software that is inside every person.
But wait, there's more. Your mirror neurons start firing like popcorn kernels in a hot pan, instant vibe check mode activated. They sync you up so fast, you're basically emotionally microwaving yourself. You start to mirror the other person's vibe to create that chemistry effect. That's your brain running lightning fast emotional math in the background, and get this, your brain processed all this data and forwarded you those thoughts in 0.2 seconds, which is kind of wild because your Amazon cart decisions take longer than that. Now back to you, Chill.
Thank you, Intellect and Charisse. And here's the twist. Those chemicals firing off in your brain, that first explosive spark, it doesn't last forever. Eventually the buzz fades and reality steps onto the stage. The drug eventually wears off. That's why that electrifying feeling either deepens and transforms, or it flatlines faster than your New Year's resolutions. Ask anyone who's been married for a couple of years, or someone who made it to year 2 and then signed divorce papers. They'll tell you the spark alone isn't enough. But talk to someone who's been married 20 years and still going strong, and you'll hear something different. For them, commitment becomes more than a feeling. It becomes an investment, something they build, protect, and plan their future around. Your history steps in too. Something in
know
your
him
personal
from
package
somewhere?
wakes up from dormancy, jumps to the front
looks
and
so
says,
familiar.
"Hey, I know this." That familiar spark. It comes from your past, people you grew up around, traits you admired, personalities that felt
Have we
safe,
met somewhere
exciting, or comforting.
I feel like I
Over
know you.
time, these patterns
I was
quietly
just thinking
shaped
the
your
same
type,
thing. You look
even
so
if you've never
familiar.
said it out loud. Your brain recorded all of it. So when someone matches those old emotional fingerprints, the attraction ignites instantly. But the opposite is true as well. If something in your personal package collides with something in theirs in the wrong way, your brain shuts the moment down before it even begins. So how does your personal profile package play into the possibility of love at first sight? Here's a real example from my own life. Something in my personal package makes me especially sensitive to people who carry unresolved childhood wounds. Psychologists call it empathic sensitivity to the inner child, the ability to sense the younger, unhealed parts of someone. Before I understood it, it might have looked like a rescuer or savior complex. Now I see it as a gift, as long as I respect it and don't misuse it. And yes, it sometimes lets me see the little girl energy in certain women. Hold on, let me explain. These women and men often grew up with emotional gaps, some from trauma, others from simply not receiving strong, steady love as children. I can sense it in men too, but I'm not attracted to men, so the dynamic lands differently. Every once in a while, when a woman with that familiar emotional signature crosses my path, something in me reacts instantly. My attention sharpens. My desire to understand her deepens. It feels like a spark, but not necessarily of the romantic kind. Sometimes the feeling isn't, "I want to love her," it's, "I want to help her." But experience taught me something important. This response doesn't automatically mean we're meant to date or build a romantic bond. People who carry childhood wounds often develop strong emotional defenses, protective armor built out of survival. That can show up as rough edges, emotional distance, or patterns that make intimacy complicated. These are long-term issues that take patience, therapy, and real inner work. It takes an extraordinary partner to build a healthy relationship with someone who still carries the weight of childhood trauma into adulthood.
Just a reminder to like and subscribe if you believe this video can be helpful to others. Now, back to the content.
In an extended thought, there are people who have the very same childhood experiences, but have reconciled these issues through various means. They will tend to overcompensate with their spouse or children for what they did not receive from their family, and that's okay. The issues from that will be minor, and it also can be a strength when connecting with someone that struggles with intimacy. For someone else, the spark might come from a totally different place, a strong father figure or mother figure vibe that feels grounding. Some people are naturally drawn to stability, others to the thrill of helping someone who's a little insecure. Then there's the raw biological stuff: carnal attraction, pheromonal attraction, libido-driven chemistry, biological pull, intellectual attraction. I encourage you to research these behavioral patterns. These are just a few of the forces that can flip the switch and make someone stand out from the crowd. So is it love at first sight or high at first sight? After everything we've covered, there's definitely a natural high happening in that first moment. But whether that high becomes real love, that part is up to you to decide. What I do know is that real love will push to overcome or overlook most flaws. A desire for a lifelong commitment, deep emotional intimacy, true love, desires to serve without the expectation of a return on investment. But if both sides are real, then it will happen with knowledge, understanding, and a desire to please one another. A sort of symbiotic relationship starts to flow through mutual respect, admiration, and love. This type of love relationship should be the goal, but it will not happen overnight. Time spent together through shared experiences, creating good memories and together enduring the not-so-good memories, celebrating each other's accomplishments, maintaining each other's individuality, while taking on the interdependence or shared identity that has developed from being together. Whether you believe in science, evolution, divine design, or put simply, God as the creator, one thing is clear: the organic, sophisticated software technology inside you is real, and it is powerful. It pushes us toward connection, toward possibility, and it refuses to let us ignore that sudden spark when someone unexpected crosses our path that causes an emotional chain reaction. But don't overthink it. And don't let it
Do I
sweep
know
you
him from
away
somewhere?
either. That moment doesn't mean this is everything,
looks so
or
familiar.
this is nothing. It simply means your heart and brain agreed for a split second. This person could matter. It's a beginning, not the whole story.
Have we
So
met
enjoy the
somewhere
spark,
before?
but still look
I
at
feel
the
like I
whole
know you.
person. And your own
I was just
personal
thinking the
package
same
too.
thing. You look so
Know and
familiar.
understand what's being activated in you.
I'm ready when you are.
Great, let's head out.
If If you would like to know more about the personal profile package deal, check out our other videos addressing this specifically. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Feel free to share a comment about your personal experiences on this topic. See you in the next video.
If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Until our next moment together, take a little time to love yourself. Step outside, breathe in the fresh air of the ocean. Feel the sand beneath your feet or the cool mountain breeze moving through the trees with flowing sounds of waterfalls, and remember to be kind to others along the way.